Did you know that a simple juice can strengthen your heart, rekindle your desire, and clear your memory, even after 50? In this revealing video, you will discover the natural recipe for the anti-aging juice. With scientifically proven ingredients such as purple grapes, pure cocoa, and chia seeds, which act directly on cardiovascular health, libido, and mind. With real testimonials, updated studies, and a practical guide, this video goes far beyond nutrition. It is an invitation to recover the vitality you thought you had lost. Ideal for men and women over 50. Results in up to 21 days with continuous use. Improved sleep, circulation, and desire to live. Adaptable recipe with accessible ingredients. Practical and safe routine based on science. Watch until the end and learn how to create your own natural rejuvenation routine. Leave a comment with your question or story. We read everything. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell for more tips on longevity, sexuality, and smart nutrition. If you think you're past the age where you feel energy pulsing through your body, the willingness to make plans, and even the desire to experience intimate moments with the ones you love, this video may completely change your mind, and maybe your body too. What you're about to discover here is not a miracle juice sold in pharmacies, nor an empty promise of eternal youth. It's a natural elixir, validated by science, that some experts have called longevity juice. Not because it cures everything, but because it nourishes what needs the most attention after 50. Your heart, your brain, and your libido. And no, we're not talking about expensive formulas or ingredients that you can only find in specialty stores. We're talking about purple grapes, pure cocoa, and chia seeds. 3 powerful foods that, when combined in a single juice, create a synergy that has aroused the curiosity of nutritionists and geriatricians around the world. And more than that, it has changed the lives of thousands of people who were not content with simply aging with dignity. They wanted vitality, and they found a possible path in this juice. Let's start by understanding why the purple grape, in particular, is the heart of this elixir. Rich in resveratrol, a powerful polyphenol, it has been studied by universities such as Harvard and the Cleveland Clinic. Resveratrol acts to protect blood vessels, reducing inflammation and preventing the oxidation of bad cholesterol. In other words, it is a natural guardian of your cardiovascular system. A study published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry in 2022 concluded that daily consumption of purple grape juice significantly increased vasodilation in adults over 60 years of age, improving blood circulation even in more peripheral regions of the body, including the intimate region. Alongside it, there is pure cocoa, without added sugar or milk. We are not talking about industrialized milk chocolate. We are talking about 100% natural cocoa powder, which contains flavonoids that improve blood flow to the brain, reduce blood pressure, and stimulate neurotransmitters linked to pleasure, such as dopamine and serotonin. Studies from Loma Linda University in California show that just 2 weeks of regular consumption of pure cocoa is enough to positively impact the mood and cognitive ability of people over 55. But the final secret lies in a small but powerful ingredient, chia. These discrete seeds are a veritable bomb of plant-based omega-3, soluble fiber, and complete proteins. When hydrated, they form a gel that facilitates digestion and also helps in the absorption of other nutrients in the juice. The presence of omega-3 is crucial because it modulates stress hormones, improves joint lubrication, and strengthens communication between brain cells. A study by Harvard University showed that people who regularly consume omega-3 have a 25% lower risk of developing degenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's. Now, imagine the cumulative effect of these 3 ingredients. A juice that not only quenches thirst but reactivates brain connections, reduces blood vessel inflammation, and can even rekindle libido, even after decades of sexual stagnation. Does it seem like an exaggeration? Well, check out this story. Dona Clara is 68 years old, lives in Minas Gerais, and has always considered herself a discreet woman. After menopause, she lost interest in almost everything. Meeting up with friends, reading books, and especially physical contact with her husband. I felt dull, she says, as if a part of me had been turned off. It was during a consultation with an integrative nutritionist that she first heard about this juice. She decided to try it. A week later, she reported an improvement in her sleep. In the second week, she noticed less abdominal bloating. In the third week, she noticed that she looked at herself in the mirror with a different glow. "It was as if my body was thanking me," she says emotionally. But what exactly did she take? The recipe that changed your life takes 1 cup of whole purple grape juice, no added sugar, 1 teaspoon of pure cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds hydrated for at least 15 minutes. Optional, 1 thin slice of fresh ginger to enhance the anti-inflammatory effect. All this is blended in a blender with 150 milliliters of mineral water or coconut water. Consume preferably on an empty stomach or between meals. The combination not only regulates female and male sex hormones, but also strengthens the heart and clears the mind. It is a daily boost against premature aging, and especially against that feeling that it is too late to start over. But science goes even further. In a study carried out by the University of Reading in the United Kingdom, adults who consumed cocoa flavonoids and grape polyphenols showed significant improvements in the brain's executive function, responsible for decision-making, working memory, and planning. All this with something you can prepare at home in less than 5 minutes. In the next few minutes, you will learn how this juice works inside the body, what is the best time to drink it, and how long it needs to be consumed to produce real results. And we will also talk about 2 other secret ingredients that can boost your libido and mental focus even more. If you are ready to transform your routine and recover what seemed lost, continue reading. What comes next could be the key to a new phase in your life. The human body is a symphony of biochemical reactions. With every sip of a juice like this, you're not just drinking fluids, you're activating enzymes, awakening neurotransmitters, and providing fuel for systems that start to slow down with age. But how exactly does this juice work inside your body? Let's start with the cardiovascular system. When you consume the polyphenols found in purple grapes and cocoa, you increase the production of nitric oxide, NO, a molecule responsible for dilating blood vessels. This allows blood to flow more easily, carrying oxygen and nutrients to vital organs such as the brain, heart, and, yes, the sexual organs. This effect is similar to what many vasodilator medications seek to achieve, but without the common side effects. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that men over 60 who consumed 200 milliliters of grape juice per day for 30 days had an improvement of up to 17% in blood pressure and reported greater physical and mental disposition. This does not mean that the juice replaces medication, but it can be a great ally in the journey to rebalance the body. In the brain, the impact is even more fascinating. Cocoa stimulates the release of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein responsible for creating new neural connections. As we age, BDNF production declines, and with it, our ability to memorize, concentrate, and mental clarity. But when the brain is stimulated by antioxidants and good fats, such as those found in omega-3s found in chia, the decline process slows down. In practice, this means that a simple glass of this juice in the morning can help you remember names, appointments, and even that dream you forgot the night before. These are small signs that your brain is more active, more present. The University of Barcelona, in partnership with the Institute for Research in Functional Nutrition, demonstrated in 2021 that the combined consumption of flavonoids and omega-3 increased performance in cognitive tests by 38% among elderly people. And the impact doesn't stop at the physical level. The feeling of renewed vitality ignites something much deeper: self-esteem. And when self-esteem flourishes, desire awakens. That's why many men and women who start consuming this recipe regularly report not only an improvement in their physical disposition, but also an unexpected desire to reconnect with their own body and with their partner. This is confirmed by Mr. Armando, 72, from Curitiba. A widower for over 15 years, he had lost interest in relationships. He said that his heart was too quiet for such things. But everything changed when, during a senior citizens walking group, he met Dona Elza, and with her, the juice. She said it was her secret to keeping her eyes sparkling, he recalls. Curious, Armando started drinking the juice with her every Tuesday and Thursday before the walk. 2 months later, they were dating. 4 months later, they got married. And to this day, they drink the juice together every morning before watching the sun rise in Barigi Park. These stories may sound overly romantic, and perhaps they are, but the data confirms it. When vital energy returns, it spreads. It rekindles motivation, contact, and affection. That's what sets this juice apart from any other. It doesn't just work on the body, but on the desire to live. But be careful. For the effect to be consistent, you need to consume it daily. Don't just drink it once a week and expect miracles. Your body needs consistency to respond. What's more, to further enhance the impact, there are 2 secret ingredients that you can add to the recipe, and that will transform this juice into a true elixir of intimate longevity. The first of these is Tribulus terrestris, a medicinal plant used for millennia in Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine, known to stimulate the natural production of testosterone and estrogen, safely balancing the endocrine system. Research published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology indicates that Tribulus increases sexual desire and sensitivity to touch, especially in people over 50 years of age. The second ingredient is less well known but extremely effective: pomegranate seed extract. In addition to being a powerful antioxidant, it increases tissue oxygenation and reduces inflammatory markers that directly affect physical and mental performance. In a double-blind study with men aged 55 to 70, daily consumption of the extract increased free testosterone levels by 23% after 60 days. You can add 1 capsule of Tribulus, 215, and 1 teaspoon of pomegranate seed extract to the original recipe. Mix well, drink slowly, and watch. Your body responds, sometimes in small ways: more energy to walk, less irritability, more willingness to make plans, and who knows, maybe even a surprise at the end of the night. What follows is a practical guide to applying all of this to your daily life, without complications. If you've come this far, it's because something inside you wants more and deserves more. Stay with us. The journey to vitality is just beginning. Most people believe that health and longevity depend only on regular checkups and a healthy diet. But the truth is that the human body responds to rhythmic stimuli. And when you understand the ideal rhythm for ingesting certain nutrients, such as those in the longevity juice, the impact multiplies. So what we are going to do now is outline a practical, feasible routine that fits into your life without requiring major changes. A routine that amplifies the effects of this juice on your heart, your mind, and your sexual energy. The first crucial point: the time. Hormonal peaks and digestion phases vary throughout the day. According to a study published in Chronobiology International, the consumption of antioxidant flavonoids, such as those found in grapes and cocoa, has greater bioavailability when ingested between 6 and 9 a.m. At this time, the body is more receptive to absorption, especially on a light fast. Therefore, the recommendation is that you consume the juice as soon as you wake up, after a glass of warm water with lemon, which helps to activate the liver and intestines. After drinking the juice, wait 20 to 30 minutes before eating breakfast. This interval allows the bioactive compounds in the recipe to take effect directly, without interference from other digestive enzymes. And here's a secret: if you want to intensify the effects even more, take a short walk for 10 to 15 minutes right after. Movement stimulates circulation and helps the body to better distribute nutrients. Now, how long does it take to see results? According to a review published in the Journal of Functional, according to a study by the American Foods Association in 2023, daily intake of resveratrol, cocoa flavonoids, and chia fatty acids showed real impact in up to 21 days. The first signs reported were more energy upon waking, mental clarity throughout the day, reduced anxiety, and even a slight increase in libido, especially after evening meals. Therefore, the recommended protocol is 30 consecutive days. But the good news is that this juice doesn't have to be monotonous. You can switch up the ingredients and vary the flavors without losing the benefits. Here are 3 alternative versions for you to use throughout the week. Version 1, Original, Monday to Wednesday mornings. 1 cup of purple grape juice, 1 teaspoon of cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of hydrated chia, 1 slice of ginger, coconut water. Version 2, Brain Focus, Thursdays and Fridays. 1 2-cup blueberries or blackberries, 1 teaspoon turmeric, plus pinch of black pepper, 1 teaspoon flaxseed oil, 1 teaspoon pure honey, filtered water. Version 3, hormonal stimulation, Saturdays and Sundays. 1/2 cup of pomegranate, 1 frozen banana, 1 tribulus capsule, 250 milliliter, opened in a blender, 1 teaspoon of pomegranate seed extract, vegetable milk or kefir. This weekly variation allows your body to receive different stimuli and nutrients throughout the day, maintaining effectiveness and avoiding food boredom. In addition, alternating sources of antioxidants reduces the risk of overloading on a single type of compound, ensuring smarter supplementation. But longevity is not achieved with juice alone. And here comes a point that most people ignore: oxygenation. Without enough oxygen in the cells, not even the best juice in the world will be effective. Therefore, when including this recipe in your routine, you need to add at least a simple breathing and stretching exercise. Try this right now, even while sitting down. 1. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. 4. Repeat for 5 minutes. This exercise activates the vagus nerve, reduces cortisol, and prepares the nervous system to better absorb nutrients. It is a simple way to enhance the effect of the juice with your own body. Finally, there is a silent treatment that is directly linked to energy and desire: the quality of sleep. The combination of ingredients in the juice improves sleep patterns because it reduces inflammatory markers that prevent the brain from reaching the deep stage of rest. In reports monitored by nutritionists from the Federal University of São Paulo, elderly people who consumed the recipe for 30 days reported an improvement of up to 43% in the quality of their night's sleep. The result of this? A virtuous cycle. Those who sleep better wake up feeling more energetic. Those who wake up well eat better, and those who eat well feel more desire to live. How does this affect relationships, marriage, self-esteem? And how can you transform this self-care into a new beginning with the person you love, or alone, with more pleasure and dignity? If you've made it this far, your body is listening to you. Now it's time to listen to what your heart is asking for too. Many people think that aging is a purely biological process, that it's all the fault of hormones, of cells that wear out, of skin that loses collagen. But what almost no one talks about is that desire, energy, and vitality also die when they are not looked at with affection, when they are ignored, silenced. And that's why this juice, simple at first glance, is rescuing much more than the physical health of those who drink it. It is giving back the right to feel, to desire, to recognize oneself in the mirror again. Let's talk about relationships, not just romantic ones, but the most important relationship of all, the one you have with yourself. What this juice awakens, by activating the heart, brain, and hormones, is a feeling of reconnection with your own body. And that, in itself, transforms all the relationships around it. Because those who feel good about themselves begin to express themselves better, to look people in the eye more firmly, to touch people with more presence. This is what Dona Vera, 66, a retired teacher from Salvador, experienced. After a messy divorce, she spent more than 12 years without getting involved with anyone. She avoided mirrors, parties, and even conversations about love. "I thought there was no place for me in this world of happy couples," she said. It was only after a health program in the neighborhood that she discovered this recipe. She started taking it at her daughter's insistence, but ended up continuing for something she couldn't name. 2 weeks later, she started wearing earrings again, walking around in light clothing, and smiling at strangers. 3 months later, she met up with an old high school friend. They are still together today. This is the least talked about but most powerful dimension of vitality, the one that ignites emotions. When you feel energy circulating in your body, you become more confident, more generous, more receptive. And this changes the atmosphere in your home, your partner's touch, your children's gaze, even the tone of your own prayers. You stop being invisible, and you return to being the protagonist of your own story. This isn't poetry, it's physiology. When the polyphenols in grapes and cocoa, along with the omega-3s in chia, start to work in your body, there's a natural release of dopamine and oxytocin, the hormones of connection and pleasure. This means that in addition to improving circulation and memory, the juice also improves your ability to feel affection, pleasure, and emotional connection. According to research conducted by the Institute of Psychology at the University of Heidelberg, seniors who report positive sensory experiences, such as touch, hugs, and intimate moments, are 42% less likely to develop depressive symptoms. And it all starts when the body feels like it can start to desire again. The question is, what to do with this desire? Many older adults feel guilty, afraid, or ashamed when they regain their libido or interest in touch. This is because for decades, society has pushed the idea that sexual pleasure and aging do not coexist. But today we know that this taboo is harmful, and that healthy sexuality in old age improves immunity, strengthens the heart, and extends longevity. Therefore, when including this juice in your routine, you need to allow yourself to feel it, and more. Communicate this new awakening to the other person. Couples who share this phase together report more complicity, more affection, and less demands. The feeling of aging together turns into reviving together. A practical tip for this is to create small rituals of health and intimacy. For example, prepare juice together early in the morning, drink it while chatting on the balcony, and then do some gentle stretching together. In the evening, avoid screens and focus on touch, a long hug, a massage with natural oil, a slow bath. Small gestures, big transformations. And if you live alone, this juice also has a powerful mission: to reconnect you with yourself, to rediscover the joy of taking care of your skin, wearing something nice for yourself, going for a walk with your head held high. Because when you see yourself with more affection, the whole world starts to see you with different eyes. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell for more tips on longevity, sexuality, and smart nutrition.